Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Shruti. In this video, I'm going to show you how to rerun the failed test cases in Playwright. Okay, so Playwright provide a built-in feature that is hyphen retries. This helps with this rerun. Okay, so what happens is sometimes some test cases fails without any actual issues in the code. Okay, so if you run the same test 5 times, 3 times it passes and 2 times it fails. Okay, so these are all called flaky tests, and they usually fail due to temporary issues like network issues or for some other reason, but it is not due to a real bug. Okay, so to confirm this, what we can do is we can rerun such test cases. Okay, so using this retry option. Okay, and there are two ways to use this retry option. One is by using this retries is equal to the number of times you want to execute this in the command line. Okay, so one is in the command line, and second option is in the config file. We can just say retries colon how many times you want to execute this. So we can add this line in the config file. So this will apply globally to the test cases. Okay, okay, so now let us see how to retry the failed test cases. Okay, so I'm already having this some test. Okay, so here the value is HILO, the drop down value. So I'm just intentionally adding 1 to this. So this test cases will fail. Okay, so I will execute this and I will show. Okay, this test failed. Okay, and if you just run like this, it will execute only once. But if we give retry option, even though it fails, it will try to rerun the same test the number of times we pass. Okay, so here this is the locator of the drop down, and it is trying to find that value. And I hope you know the basics of Playwright. It's trying to find the drop down HILO, but that is not there. So it failed. Okay. So now what I'll do is I will say to execute the same test 2 times or 3 times. Okay. To do that, hyphen retries. Hyphen retries is equal to how many times you want to execute this. I will say three. Okay. So I'm saying 3 times to execute the failed test. Okay. I'll press enter. I assume you know that why I'm giving this project and headed mode. Okay. If not, I have this Playwright uh, beginner friendly tutorial. You can check this out. So it filed, and we can see this here retry 1. It's trying to execute this. trying to find the locator. It is not there, so it will fail. So retry 2, retry 3. Now it is trying third time. So as we can see that it executed three times. Retry 1, it failed. Retry 2, it failed. And retry 3, it means three times also it failed. Okay. So this is how we can use this retry option in the command line. Okay. So the feature or the command is simple to use. Hyphen retries is equal to is equal to 3 or 4 or 5, how many times you want to retry re execute this script. Okay. Okay, so now we can use this retry option globally by setting this in the playwright.config.ts. Here it is. Okay, so here by default we have this retries option in the config.ts file. Okay, so this will take effect only when we execute this test using Jenkins or any CI environments. Okay, so now I'm executing this locally. So what I'll do, I'll remove this line and put the number 2 or 3, how many times I want to rerun the failed test cases. Okay, so just remove that line and enter retries colon 2 in the config file. Okay, so playwright.config.ts, I will save it and I will execute the same test. Okay, and here I will remove this retry option because I've set this globally and it will be applicable to all the test cases. Okay, if you're confused like what these lines are, what this test is doing, please watch my previous video. Okay, there I've explained validating the sorting options. So retry one. So it will fail and again it will try to execute this. Okay, so this is how we execute the failed test cases in Playwright. Okay. Okay, if you think you learned something from this video, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.